Welcome back to what Arty Noobs for General Disturbance. This is the M12, the Tier 7 American SPG. It's located on the south spawn of Ghost Town, and this one is under the command of 4Q2. Yes, it's one of my replays again. I did say this was the last one I played of the day. I've been working all night, producing videos, and then I decided to play for a little while. And I was having such a good time with some of these replays, it was getting rather hilarious. And there you see, I just got shot by a Skoda T50 Raphael 1223 Raffaello, and well, he's disappearing off. I didn't do anything to cause him to shoot me, but he just thought, oh well, I'll just shoot the Arty as I go by. Of course, I did point out to him afterwards that if you do that, you actually miss out on a high caliber. I could have actually just not mentioned it at all, but if I'd actually done that, then obviously I'd take away the enjoyment of making him remember every time he shoots at an Arty, he's going to be losing a medal. At least if it's on his own team, that is. Oh look, Leo's turned up. Rounds out. Penetrating shot. 752 hit points. Yeah, the alpha damage of these shells is 700, so that was a high roll. And it'll go through 39mm of armour. It hit the body of the tank, and the Leo's got a very weak body. And of course it just went straight through. E75 seen at the end of this street. Rounds out. Veered to one side. Okay, we see a Centurion 1 making his way down the east side of the map. That's the side that the Skoda's on, so I'm not inclined to help that side at all because of him, but well, there's a P44 Pantera up there and I can't avoid hitting a Pantera. Weak armor and 74 hit points that he's going to miss. Okay, it seems that Centurion's stopping our guys from moving any further north for the moment. Okay, going back to that Pantera, is he still there? I'm loaded. No, doesn't appear to be there. But there is an enemy in sight, and he's over on the west side of the map. It's a Wizzy 120. And this guy appears to know what he's doing, because he's working this ridge line, and our guys are getting hit by Arty. But I put a round into his rear. 276. Our Indian Panzer's been stunned again, so it's obvious that the enemy Arty is actually working that side over. I'm almost loaded. 22.38 seconds is the reload. 120 moves up to try and get another shot. I fire one in at him, and that time it hits the ridgeline, so I don't get any damage. But I'm keep marking him as target, so reassure my teammates that he is the one to kill. And of course some of the heavy tanks in the town are also firing at that Wizzy. Okay, I'm loaded. Work out where he's going. He turns around and it hits the ridgeline rather than the Wizzy. But the Lancenc's gone, well, it's balls deep in, and he's lost a lot of hit points in the process. But the Indian Panzer's coming in behind the Wizzy. And that Indian Panzer got hit again. The Wizzy 120 went down. Okay, in the town we've got an IS sitting on that corner. I'm looking around for another target. The E75 comes into sight, but I've got big reticule bloom and I'm letting it dial in. And he moves out of shot, so I can't fire. You get so few rounds in the M12, you can't afford to waste them at all. Only snapshot if you know you can hit the target. It's vital to hit it. That T54, he's on the move. He stopped for a second. I fire a round in. I don't damage my teammate, but I stunned both of them, but damaged the T54. And I think the T54 is more worried about the stun than our guy is. He's tracked now. And there goes down to our M12, the other M12 on our team. Okay, so we're doing fairly well at the moment. With one tank up on the enemy. I've got no shot on that Yank Panther 2. I'm looking around for another target to hit. And then I suddenly see on the minimap the IS has moved up quite some way. Line up shot, rounds out, and he moves forward so quickly that I don't get a shot into him. But he goes up to that wall to protect himself, gets hit by the M12. I mark him as target, and if he stays where he is right now, he's in cover from our tanks on the opposite side of the wall, but he's not in cover from me. And now he's out the game in the garage. Now that Conqueror is their best player. He's only got 1 kill at the moment, but it actually turns out that he was doing quite a lot of the damage during the game. Tiger 2 pulls back before I can get a shot. I'm now dialed in, waiting for him to come out again, and he doesn't. The Jagdpanther 2 comes into sight, and I can't get a shot at him or the E75. But I pull back, and then I suddenly see the Conqueror in sight. He's going into that pit, and I hit him in the turret for 230. Now he's been tracked. I'm not sure if he's going to stay there though, so I mark the target. Hopefully he will stay there long enough. He backs up a bit to get in cover of that building, but he then makes the cardinal mistake of driving straight forward into a shot. 254 hit points that time, and he's now minimal hit points. Now one of our team actually makes a bit of a boo-boo here. Yes, it's the Scorpion. He's only tier 7. He's got no armor. He does have a 90mm gun, but he wants to try and rodeo with the Conqueror, and of course that's not going to come off very well. He dives into the pit trying to jump on top of the Conqueror, and the Conqueror avoids it, and now they're losing hit points, and the Scorpion gets killed. Yeah, that was a bit inevitable. But the Conqueror gets squashed to death by a T10 who jumps on top of him. His rodeo attempt was a lot better. Okay, we see the Sturdo Mill, and he's up on that hill trying to get shots on our teammates, and he's rather stationary. He actually gets hit after I marked him, but I fire around him and I got a direct hit on him. So, oh, enemy Arty's come into sight. Of course, they were rather active shooting at the west side of the map, and ever since I marked the target, everyone starts firing at it, and that seems to work uncannily well. At the moment people see arrows above an enemy tank, they all think, oh well, I've got to hit that, and he's been stunned, and now he's out of the game. Stur Mill dies. There's only 5 left on the enemy team. Jagdpanther's going for our VK. He stops, he backs up, he turns around. I'm still loading. I fire around up that street, splash him in the rear, but he kills our VK and goes around the corner, so I've got no more shot on him. Looking around for my next target. The Jagdpanther goes down. Can't get a shot on the Pantera, and there's the Skoda finishing, well, almost finishing the job. Over on the other side of the battlefield, the Striv S1's been found, and our Lanson very low on hit points, so I'm trying to help him. I mark the target to let him know Arty's going to hit that target. Rounds out. Direct hit penetration, low roll, 643, and the Lanson finishes the job, and I pick up some track destroyed. So there's only one enemy left. It's an M12, and he just killed the Lanson. Where is he? There he is. Mark him as target so everyone sees him. Fire a quick round in to see if I can stun him. Looks like my teammate in the other M12 got the stun on before I did. But he's still there, and everyone's sort of like gathering to finish the game, and the T10 gets the honours. So I thought that was a reasonably good game. Bit of fun. Let's have a look and see exactly how we managed to do in this game. And you would not believe it. Yes, after all those games I played in the M12, I actually managed to get an ace tanker and my second mark of excellence. Yes, I've managed to bounce it over the 85%. In fact, it went to 86.72, I think it was, at the end of that session. And my bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits, I got 18. A Gore's medal for doing more damage than 8 times the hit points of my own vehicle. And a Confederate medal as well for hitting more of the enemy than anyone else on my team. At least 6 tanks subsequently taken out by other teammates. And in fact, there's so many enemies hit, you have to scroll the bar to see all of them. And my win rate from that game was 4,642. So let's have a look at the team score. And, well, I didn't get the highest damage. That actually went to the Conqueror. The one I hit who was in the pit, he got 5,916 hit points of damage. And the Scorpion was his third kill. But, of course, he got flattened by our T10, who just literally jumped on top of him and took him out the game. I managed to get the second highest damage in the game with 3,290 and the highest scorer on my own team. Followed by the Object 430 who managed to get 2,887 and the T10 who flattened the Conqueror got 2,270 hit points. When it came to kills though, it was the Ferdinand who got 3 kills and the Conqueror on the enemy team got 3 kills. 2 kills for these guys and only 1 kill for me, I'm afraid. And when it came to base XP, yep, I was right at the top on that one. 1,310 base for me. 1,019 for that Lanson C, who did make some sort of fairly bold moves during that game and almost came a cropper because of them. He did eventually get killed by the enemy Arty, but only because he stood still long enough for the Arty to target him whilst he was killing the Striv S1. I fired 16 rounds, got 7 direct hits and 2 penetrations and 11 splash. So I actually had 4 rounds left at the end of the game. I did damage of 3,290 hit points, all of it at more than 300 meters. I damaged 11 of the enemy, killed 1, so there was a 10 difference there, which is why I ended up with the Confederate. And I also got 12 hit points of damage assistance and 1,574 hit points of stun assist off 11 stuns. On a premium count, I actually earned 58,206 credits from that game, got 29,103 from personal reserve bonus, total 87,309. And after ammunition resupply and the ammo is fairly cheap for the M12, I picked up 69,389 credits to take away. 4 bonds for the battle, that's 3 for the Gore, 1 for the Confederate, and 1,965 XP. 9,825 from completing the mission, 1,965 from personal reserves, took away 13,755 experience points altogether. So, as I said in the title, is a second MOE and a troll in the same battle. And let's have a look at that troll again. He's the guy who shot me. He was alive at the end of the game. Raffaello 1223 of the PNL clan. Yep, he shoots Arty. Fortunately for us, it doesn't do any damage to Arty's. It just takes away any possibility that this guy is actually going to end up with a high caliber. If he keeps doing what he's doing, he's just going to annoy his teammates by doing it as well. But he's the one who's going to lose out by getting a high caliber. And now, of course, everyone knows that this guy's a troll. So if you come across him in battle, he shoots at Arty. So I thought you might find that rather amusing that after a busy night producing videos, I get 4 fairly good games directly afterwards and a second mark of excellence. So I hope you enjoyed that one. If you did, please give this video a like. Do subscribe to our channel if you can, please, and thank you for watching.